It seems like both kind of have their edges against each other. The cross-stick causing issues for Matumamau, but at the same time, Trixie being a melee strength hero has to be careful about the burst that Matumamau can dish out to him.
Yeah, it should be a fairly even matchup. I imagine they'll both farm Matu, one of those very mechanically sound players, maybe able to make up for a slight disadvantage in the 1v1. And Kuro's there as well, so it's not really a 1v1.
Trixie goes for the bow strike. He's only level 1, so hardly any distance covered at all. And he's going to try and run himself away. There's boots on Matumamau.
Yeah, he'll get it eventually.
He should be able to get a range and has a Mango, and indeed he'll chomp on that Mango, throw out the rolling death, and it's a quick kill from Matumamau. And suddenly that top lane looking very, very good. Mid lane, Miracle taking a Sunstrike to the face. YapzOr and Koifa trying to finish him off, but GH is there to back up Miracle to survive. Is having the free farm that he wishes for this game. Yep. Before 5 minutes in, pretty much perfect CS, making the side pulls as well into the large camp. This Slug's only going to get the start that he wants, and well, mid lane is Synderen coming for a potential wraparound, but immediately they just turn around onto him, and Sin maybe looking to try to set something up, but with the two supports there, GH and Kuroki backing a Miracle, there wasn't a chance in hell that was going to work out for Sin.
Yeah. They just have these hard to gank elusive heroes. Sand King, Mirana. They come into your jungle and just steal your neutrals, and you're like, what? How do you stop it?
Is exactly what they need to be doing. They're looking for Era. He's got the dart packs, and Woodchuck actually kills the IO. Will be pay with his own life, but he managed to find a solo kill with that one. Era's back to the base. Of course, seeing if he can do anything about Synderen, comes in with the toss. Avalanche is going to be up in a couple of seconds. Sim with the brain stab, keeping himself alive. Miracle one more right click, and then Avalanche should finish the deal, but at the same time, Trixie came in on the back lines, was able to kill off Mind Control. Koifa and Trixie turning back towards Miracle, but Miracle being tethered up by GH. YapzOr with an arrow to hold back the Tiny. See if they can do anything about this one as Kuroki chases a crossing. If he can get a lift onto anyone, Koifa will be caught out. Chucked back, Miracle full up on the mana as well. It's the infused range also, it's not going to save Koifa. The damage from this burst combo too much at this stage of the game. And Miracle can chase down for more on the side. Synderen has the Nightmare onto GH, the arrow and the brain stab to follow through as well, but a toss back, getting the ball out of there. GH comes back in, tethers across, allowing him to look for Synderen. They'll find it. Trixie came in with a good burrow strike, able to kill Kuroki, but he ends up paying with his life. Miracle still alive with GH here. Era and YapzOr desperately trying to see if they can finish this off. They will find GH. Miracle has Avalanche back up in 6 seconds. Look at his juke out potential pounce. It's off cooldown in a second. Mind Control's come back across. Has the lasso available. And indeed, Era just needs to get himself out of there as he spots the back coming through. Might want to go back in if YapzOr achieve anything, but yeah, with the arrow already shot.
Much targets in the Invoker.
This is nice as well. Just some sweet little things on top. Yeah. You take his stacks, he'll take yours. A quick little double stack there for the two of them.
And the retribution.
And getting closer and closer to the Blink Dagger. Cindy's going to find Miracle. And Miracle very, very low. A good taking off of the Nightmare from Mind Control. Mind Control isn't even going to pay with his own life as Era misses the pounce onto the bat. GH coming and tethering up Mara, chucking Era up. Era's down. And they've just found themselves a slot kill as well at the back of this all. YapzOr did put the Moonlight, but Sind and Yap couldn't do anything in return.
Afterwards, he won't expect this, and he's farming the jungle.
He has to tread very carefully. Does he go for this camp? If he is going to. Liquid aren't going to head the way there. They're moving over towards the Ancients. They spot Koifa out with this ward. They're going to jump in immediately, looking to burst him down, and Kuroki with the stolen burrow strike is disposable. Will use it and take down the Koifa Invoker. Now they're moving off for potentially more. Liquid, they have their eyes towards Synderen and Trixie. Moonlight Shadow is there. Synderen turning around, looking for a step up, but the bit of a whiff in communication. The arrow will connect, but both Nightmare and burrow strike being thrown down at a very awkward timing. Trixie just has to walk his way out. Miracle jumping forward, thinking about trying to get a bit of a latch on, but decides to back off.
This is very good timing for him, and he needs to now do what Tiny's doing, which is just run around the map, being that kind of fighting hero himself. Sand can get Blink at the same time, so they've kind of got a good pair of items.
Miracle jumping in onto Trixie, surrounded by GH and Kuroki. It's another kill into Miracle.
Good news, he bought the Blink, but yeah, he also goes down.
This Tiny proving to be incredibly scary for Escape. Not a lot they can do to just slow down the momentum he's hitting. Bottom lane. Trixie has to be careful. It's actually going to get the burrow strike off in time here. Now backup's going to be brought in though. Liquid just throwing the full 5 heroes at Trixie, bringing him down. Look at just if he gets something off the re-relocate back here. And we'll look towards GH, jumping forward, but GH, yeah, being script as well. They get the kill, but area incredibly low. Has to be careful. The borrow strike again. Kuroki comes forward. Oh, Liquid, 13-6. It is not looking pretty for Escape Gaming here in game
and that's
2.
just like his game is going to start getting a bit more interesting once he comes to these fights.
Absolutely. Escape Gaming looking to go for a potentially high-risk, high-reward play here with a full smoke up towards top. Miracle with the newly picked up Shadowblade could catch them off guard though, making a beeline immediately forever. If he gets the Shadowblade right-click and the combo, it could be enough, and then DJ Arrow spots out. I think the Tiny is around underneath that sentry, and in fact, yeah, Miracle aware that something's going on, tries to blink away, but the follow-through's there. Good bow strike, everything gets thrown out. Kuroki gets over the bow strike, but immediately he dies. They've lost Miracle as well. This is the fight that Escape Gaming needed. To lose the SK, it looks like they'll lose the Bane at all. Just as it looks, the starters look a little bit good, but Man turn up, and this is not the fight that Escape needed. They did find 2 quick kills at the start with a sweet little combo, but they've lost 3. Arrow's trying to keep himself alive with the Dukes into the tree line, has the Shadowblade. He may be able to get himself out safely, as it looks like the detection isn't there. Certainly take it, but still Liquid with the overarching lead in this game.
Yeah, Liquid going to look to keep applying that pressure, entering that deep Radiant jungle.
Sentries are definitely the aim of the game here. Well, coming a little too late then. Miracle jumps in. They do manage to get a borrow strike with a Sun Strike as well. Miracle in a lot of trouble. GH coming in with the tether is not going to save him. And they've lost Liquid, they've lost Miracle. Astro from mind control, trying to hold Koifa in place, but he's getting himself out to safety with Ghost Walk. Trixie comes in back in with a borrow strike onto 2. Aaron from Yapso isn't going to connect, but mind control in a lot of trouble. Has the Firefly trying to get his way out of this, and he will do so indeed. And at the same time, Aaron throwing back that Firefly. Koifa actually ended up ticking down as he came back into error. Can he actually finish off this kill though? They have to be very, very careful about how they take a fight in this situation. And it's very much getting to the point where Liquid is just pushing Escape back up against the wall, and Escape's seeming limited in options. Miracle's going to come forward, immediately jumps on though, brought down to half health. Miracle needs some sort of a save, and of course it's there. GH comes and immediately relocates him back to base. Miracle will be topped back up to full health, they'll definitely bring him back. Silver Edge has been complete on error.
They go for the fight now. And we'll bring Miracle back in.
Trixie coming in with a big epicenter though, gets the borrow strike onto 2. GH is going to be the first to prompt. They'll turn their attention towards Matuma. Fuse Grip and hold him in place with the Lapto. Ooh, that's cancelling, not in time though. Matuma already down. Escape now turn towards mind control. They found 2. Looking for a third. Trixie comes in with a borrow strike. Error closing the gap. They find a third kill. Escape with the exact defense that they needed to pull out, but Miracle, he's not done. He's Shadowbladed up with Kuroki, and he may look to jump in and go for a bit of a flashy play.
Came back in and then Miracle blinked backwards, and it was actually totally okay. That was definitely not any fault on his part.
He's got eyes onto Miracle. Miracle's actually looking for the courier by the looks of it. Error can make a jump, and in fact Miracle is very far away from the rest of his team. He will be surrounded and he will be brought down. Miracle maybe getting a little cocky there.
And because of that, he's being punished when he gets scouted out. And that was the beauty of the Slack there, finding him, allowing his team to set up on him.
And they're moving on for more. GH on his own, down on the bottom lane. He's going to be taken out as well. Escape finding a second. And they may even find a third as well. Matuma Man. Very low on the mana. Koifa jumping forward. Has got the pipe on Matuma, and that's going to be more than enough to walk it off. They just don't really have the damage error. He's going to look to jump in onto Kuroki, who came in and walked in, and Liquid. I don't know what's happening in the last minute, but it's all starting to fall apart a little bit from them. And once that's done, only really the lasso he's going to be worried about, and even that, with the dart pack from the Slark, it's going to be hard for Liquid to control this man in the fights. Mid lane, Trixie coming in with the borrow strike, followed through epicenter, then with the force out in time. Mind control trying to get himself away. Error looks to see if he can jump forward. A good Fiend's Grip from Dinner from about a mile off, but they relocate out. It's there for GH, saving the bat, saving the gem. Miracle will burst down soon on the backlines, but Tumaman's cutting forward as well. A little low on the mana front. So can do anything about this, but Error, and nicely done. Dart packs, then Silver Edges. The dust comes out, it's purged off by the dart packs, and no way the Liquid can chase that one down. Was all thrown in for that attempt, so a little bit of a waiting game for Escape now, as they'll want those tools ready for the next fight. But at the same time, at this stage, it seems like the tempo is slowing down a little bit, where casually both teams looking for heroes to walk out on their own, and Liquid, they find Sin. He wants to volunteer for that role. I'm going to turn around though, coming in with both strikes. Two strikes as well, jumping forward with the Axe Starstorm, bringing Miracle down relatively low here. See if they can turn this one around, but Tomorrow pops the fight, turns his attention towards Trixie. They have lost GH. Trixie surrounded in the tree line, manages to get a forest strike out, but the toss is there, and Kuroki with the stole on the Starstorm finishes off the Sand King. Lost to Matuma Man, trying to see if he can find even more from the side of Escape. Yapzor will leap away, he'll be fine. Getting himself out. Just up to the sentry, so we'll see that there is danger behind him. Dark packs and pounces away. Miracle comes in, tosses back Error. Still in the middle of the fight. In fact, looking to turn with the backup of Yapzor coming through with the Starstorm, but the telekinesis is there for Kuroki at the right time. They'll bring down Error. Trixie in the midst of it all with the epicenter, manages to get it off, binds the kill onto Kuroki, but Miracle coming back in with the toss, tosses Mirana back to her grave. They've lost 3 on Escape. A very messy fight. Koifa with that Sun Strike did also manage to pick off Mind Control at the back of it all. Comes in, but Liquid looking to push the issue. Already up onto the tier 3 on the top lane, and Escape are going to need to do something pretty shortly about this. Era looking to lead in. He's going to try and go for Miracle first as the first target to jump into. Good Boy tries to follow up, and in fact, he's down. That's the Aegis.God on Miracle. He's going to be back for round 2, but Timberland coming in, but a good Fiend's Grip from Sinner and holding the Timbersaw in place, but Timberland falling incredibly low, and he's down. They found the Timbersaw kill, they popped the Aegis, and they forced out the BKB from Miracle. Liquid now getting themselves the hell out of there. Yapzor's trying to chase down. Trixie's got the Burrow Strike, the Hour of the Starstorm to follow through. They find themselves another one. Escape again with some very convincing defenses.
Easily start the fight off. He can break it with the Yules before the lasso, but there's that split second between casts where you can react, throw a tornado, throw a ghost walk out and get away.
And this Moonlight could be huge. Escape from the north, looking for the jump in themselves. Mind Control's up on the high ground, just managed to get the lasso onto the slug. They're going to look to try and react, but the BKBs are already out on Liquid. Miracle pops it, gets Sinner as well as taking down Error. Liquid reacting very, very nicely there. A beautiful jump in from Mind Control. That gem allowing them to find that start to the fight. Very scary if Liquid do get the initial jump in.
Good 700 damage or something with a DD Tiny. No big deal.
3-2-2. A magic number. Let's see if the charm works. Here we have Liquid. They are going to look for the fight. Error. Who's he going to fight the first target? It'll be a nightmare to hold back Miracle. The species actually taken off by the Dark Pack Fox. Error puts the BKB with the damage from Miracle. Oh, 2 down. He looks towards Trixie. A Burrow strikes away, but Miracle jumps forward, gets the triple kill. They've managed to find 4 at the side of Escape as Matuma Man was finishing off Koifa on the sidelines.
That's one of those game-winning DD, and they're already ahead by all means. It wasn't like they just turned the game off of it, but that DD rune,
4.3k damage done in that fight thanks to that DD.
They may have just won the game off of that team fight. The
no buybacks.
Now, there's no buybacks. It's going to be probably all 3 melee Raxes, maybe just mega creeps, and if you're Escape, you're probably even thinking, do we GG out here? Like, can we actually play this game out? You've got...
They do. They tap out. That's all too much for Escape. Liquid taking game 2 here with, again, a performance where Escape Gaming certainly showing that there was some strength in their lineup and in their play, but at the end of the day, Matuma Man, Timber, Miracle Tiny, and the team just playing perfectly around it. It really was another stellar performance from Liquid, and they are now 1 game away from claiming the championship title here at the DreamHack DreamLeague Land Finals. And Escape needs something big to swing this.